How we doing? Let me get my chat going on my phone, other phone. There we go. David, what's up, man? We'll wait a couple minutes because I haven't even got the notification that I'm live. Some of you guys have been here waiting for me. Yes, I went out and... Dan, what's going on? Camping. Had my worst day dashing since I started. I'm cracking that vodka bottle. Let's chat. Marcos, how's it going? Camping? You got the vodka. I got the IPA. Darlene, how are you? All right, well, seems that I'm, okay, my notification went out. I'm live. What is everybody up to? Zaha or Zay? How's it going from New Jersey? Marcos, I'm with you on that. Camping today was rough. Today, mentally it was rough. I actually broke $100 for the first time on a Tuesday, and I cannot tell you how long it's been. We got New Jersey in the house. Laura, hello from Eugene, Oregon. Kaylee, how are you doing? DoorDash removed my fraud contract violation for someone saying they didn't get their order, and I got a $50 cash tip today. Wow. I got a double congrats on that. DoorDash has been horrible. Today it was really rough. I don't know if it was app issues or... Well, no, I know why it was rough. We had a $3 peak pay from 3:30 to 5:30, and then $2 peak pay from 5:30 to 7:30. Why they're throwing peak pay out on a Tuesday, the slowest day of the week, really just made it slower. I think I took three orders in 2 hours. Yeah, I weeded through a lot of no-tip orders today. Camping, go make that drink. Kaylee did Spark in a different zone. Sapphire, what's going on? They do that when low-paying orders aren't being picked up and delivered, is what Nova and I think. That makes a lot of sense. Tupelo. I have yet to go through there. I've actually yet to go east of the Mississippi River, so one of these days. IG, what's going on? Took today off, but Monday was the worst day I've had since I started door dashing a year ago. I looked at Down Detector app, and there was a lot of people saying they were having a lot of issues. So a lot of areas it was slow yesterday. And they also put it out when weather's bad, which is common, which was crazy because today was actually, I think we were at like 50 degrees and sunny. So, Stacy, how's it going? Happy birthday, Jaden. Don't forget to blow those candles and make a wish. DoorDash did change one thing that I noticed today, and of course I didn't get it on camera. I don't know if it was a glitch. I hope it was not a glitch, but I had a stacked order going to the same customer. I took a picture with my camera phone, went to go through the steps of dropping it off, and I only had to upload the picture once. There was no drop this one off, drop that one off. It was drop both of them off. It was just one. So maybe DoorDash is actually listening to some of us. Hopefully. Kaylee says my oldest son's birthday is today. He turned 10. Well, happy birthday, dude. A lot of people having birthdays today. It's today, December 5th. All right, so 12. So people have been having a lot of fun in March. Yeah, March. Johnny, what's going on? Scooter says, hit the thumbs up button for Charlie. I appreciate that, Scooter, and everybody who does. That is new. I usually have to take 2 pictures. Like I said, Marcos, I don't know if they actually changed it or if it was a glitch, but yeah, I just one picture and it took care of both. So I'm hoping they keep it, but like we had the streak pays a couple weeks ago that I talked about. I haven't seen them since. That streak pays for like 1 day or 1 week and then nothing. Cheryl's birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday, Cheryl. One pick would be nicer. It really would, especially when you're dropping it off to the same customer. I'm sure it's annoying for the customer too to get notified the same picture twice. Ryan, what's going on? I had a cranberry Red Bull last night. Thought of you. I'm just so thankful they did away with the taking pictures of the receipt when you picked up the order. I might have only had to do that a couple times. Blonde Aussie, Mary, how's it going? Camping's back. Drink in hand. I had a high-paying $9 offer, 3 kilometers, and it offered a stacked Subway for $3 less. I said yes for the AR rate. Then DoorDash made me deliver to that no tipper disgrace first. I hate when they do that. While delivering to his, it offered me another for 5 mile to Benny for 5. I've noticed they've been doing a lot of the, you pull up to, you get one, then you get another, and you're pulling up to the first one to drop that off, and they try to send you a third before you've actually dropped the first one off. I have noticed, though, you might try it if you, say you do get a stack, or even if you get a single, if you go in and pause, do the pause thing, it won't send you anymore. Now that I say it on YouTube, they'll probably change that, but poor high tippers, they get taken advantage of and their food is going to be cold. Sapphire says I had to do that on Android but not iPhone. Looks like they reversed it though. Doesn't mean it won't be implemented. They've shown just by that happening that it can be done. So there's no reason that they can't keep it in. These weekly updates are just insane though. It's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Do you see in the app where it has a picture of previous delivery? That's been helpful for people who don't have numbers on their house. I actually haven't seen that. I'm still getting the you're not at the right house while I'm on the porch. Terry, how are you doing? Map was great today, and I still made 60 for lunch. Yeah, lunch was actually decent. It just really slowed down when the peak pay happened. Problem was, if I accepted the third offer, the first high-paying order with a $5 tip was going to be the last to receive his order. Yeah, that's... I don't really like doing that, especially with food. If it's like a Walgreens order, maybe if it actually makes sense. But it's a rarity that I do that. I'm pretty sure you're not at the right house. I'm at my house. Jan asks, do you get message from DoorDash about food ready all the time? I've never seen that. I do get text messages from time to time that once you accept the order, you get a text message saying that, hey, so-and-so's order is ready for pickup, and then you get there and it's not ready. Those restaurants like to tap that it's ready, which they can do on their tablet. I'm not sure if that keeps them from having to pay extra for not having the order ready on time. Because I know last year there were some restaurants that they didn't have it ready. What was it, Chipotle that did that? Or DoorDash did that with Chipotle? Every day is just the day that ends with Y. It just, every day blurs together. Andrew, what's going on? Can you pause DoorDash while on delivery? Yes, you can. You just pause new orders, pause new incoming orders. Like I said, I've done it a number of times when I know I'm like gonna probably get a really crappy offer, or if I'm in an area that I don't really particularly want to be in, and I can drive a mile or two back and have a better shot, which is usually around Hy-Vee. My comment about being at the wrong house on the porch. Oh, yeah, that happened twice today. After that, I had a McDonald's high-paying offer. I accepted it, instantly realized it was the McDonald's in Walmart. Then I realized Google Maps sent me at the wrong place. Oh, jeez. North Lincoln here, since you mentioned restaurants and Walmart, we got a Subway in the Walmart off of North 27th. There's a Subway that's a mile north and another Subway that's a mile south. And for some reason, they just keep sending orders to the one at Walmart, and it's a pain. It's the one Walmart in town that the cops are, they're like probably 20 times a day. Trying to keep afloat, still crappy. Oh, turds float. Sorry. Yeah. I'm definitely lacking a filter today, so things will pick up, Andrew. What all apps are you using? I think they did in Lincoln. Yeah, the Migos place. Yeah, Google Maps is so screwed up. And for me having an iPhone, half the time DoorDash still tries to push it through on Google. And I have my GPS preference set up for Apple in the DoorDash app, but that's why if you look at the screenshots that I post in videos, if you go back and look at them, about half the time it says Apple and half the time it says Google. I don't get it. Best Buy did pair with DoorDash. I've seen one order that it was a decent order. We didn't have to shop for it. Did I have to shop for that? No, I didn't have to shop for that. So there's pickup orders, and then there's actual go in and shop for this order. But it was pretty smooth experience. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, we got David and Blonde in the house. Michigan State rivalry. Being close to the ocean, it messes with directions, gets confused. No, I can't cross the water to get there. Yeah. You're supposed to move water. Now, I did see something that's going to be in tomorrow's video. So, spoiler alert. I found out, I showed the screenshot. I found it online and that, but apparently DoorDash can keep customers from having the ability to tip. Because you'll see the screenshot, but it's a Petco order. It's a stacked Petco order. Some of them you see dollar amounts, some of them are no tips, and some say like unavailable or I'm totally ruining tomorrow's video, by the way. Ineligible. Some delivery orders are ineligible for a customer to tip. You leak spoilers quicker than Rockstar Games. Not that quick. Yeah, not that quick. Faith, how's it going? Instacart paired with Best Buy too, and I refuse to take those orders. Always afraid of shady. Oh, I never got my $1,000 gaming PC. I feel like orders over a certain dollar amount should require a signature confirmation. I feel like UPS and FedEx and all that, they do that. I know I can request that on sales on eBay. If it's over a certain dollar amount, I will ask for signature confirmation. Please don't remind me of those nightmares of Petco orders. I don't mind doing I really don't like doing the stacked orders because they never make sense. The picking up one or two orders at a time thing is fine because the pay is decent generally, but what was it, 2 years ago, the Walmart on Jamie was always complaining about how people weren't getting their orders. Yeah, I delivered a 55-inch TV. Yeah, I think back when we were still doing Walmart. Feels like a decade ago at this point. Yeah, I'll stop in at the vape shop. And I remember going back and they told me the customer called and never received their Apple Watch from the last driver. And there I was delivering another one. A whole nother reason that the cost of everything is going up. Shady part of Lincoln too. Oh, the alphabet area. Yes. A watch so nice they wanted it twice. Deliver to Alphabet Town and not get the order. It's like 90% of the time it's the customer that's lying. Alphabet Town. Feel like DoorDash shouldn't be sending people offers for orders with items that are larger than what their vehicle can handle. Agreed. And DoorDash knows what kind of vehicle we're driving. You have to put vehicle description in your profile. I'll cut up on comments because I don't like missing anybody's comment. Norma, long time no see. What did I miss? Not a lot. Not too, yeah, I don't think you missed much. Brain went factory reset. I mean, when I had an SUV with the TV delivery, and thankfully it was a nice part of town, so I wasn't too worried with that one. But the Xbox was leave at door, and then of course I made her come. That sounded really bad, by the way. That last part. Making a salad right now with dumplings and spring rolls. That sounds really good right now. She got mad at me when I made her verify her name before even handing the order over. I've been doing that a lot more when I got customers waiting outside, especially like apartment buildings. I don't care what you look like. If you're standing outside of an apartment building and you walk up going, hey, that's my order, you better be ready to tell me what your name is, because I'm not just handing your order to anybody. Sorry, not going to happen. And I always do let them know, I just like to make sure that I'm giving the food to the right person. I'll see you, Sharon, just a bit too much. I ran out of texting room, Charlie. Well, that was a bad spot to run out of room. That's where it was to the ones off of 40. Oh God, that place. There's some decent tippers in there, but there's some sketchy ones too. So we need to decide what picture of you to use for the cardboard cutout. I think we'll have to put it to a poll. We will let the viewers decide. So Faith in the comments works at the vape shop that I go to. And they want to get a cardboard. She wants to make a cardboard cutout of me to put in the store. So I will figure out some pictures, I guess. I'll come up with like 4 or 5 pictures, and I will create a poll. And you guys can help decide what odd facial expressions of mine is going to be on a cardboard cutout. I only ask one condition. I'm 5'8". I would like that cutout to be at least 6 foot. I want to feel taller, or at least see what myself would look like taller. Massive W for posting his sticker in the shop. Norma, why would you get mad if it was yours? They should be very happy about it. Exactly. David, I'm 5'4", count your blessing. Hey, you can gain a couple inches with boots. So you want to be like my Tom Cruise one. Be pointing at something with both hands so they can put it in front of a product they were selling. Good idea. Yeah, I'm 5'8" on a good day. Can confirm I wear work boots all day. See? There you go. Just don't make it awkward and get those platform shoes. And David, don't feel bad. Blonde is 4'11". I've met her in person, so I can confirm. Matthew, what's up, man? Out here slaving away. Pretty good night. What? 2 dudes are leaning on the hood of my car talking. I come out, I was like, what the bleep? Oh man, I would have. Part of me would have wanted to be confrontational, and the other part of me, if I see people leaning on my car, I'm just gonna hit the panic button. I'm gonna hit the panic button and scare the crap out of them. The real question: can we use your cardboard cutout to sell the mushroom stuff? I don't know what kind of perks do I get? No, I can't actually. What's the word? I cannot promote something that I have not used. Plus, I mean that's superior for you. Yeah, they probably lived in those apartments right behind there. You already get discounts. Don't worry about it. That is true. Was wondering if you had hair. Some of us still have a little. I do. That's like wearing a hat. Charlie needs his vape juice. I've got my vape juice. Matthew, you have a dash cam, don't you? Please tell me you have a dash cam. Norma, a couple days ago, DoorDash had a GPS issue with me in the middle of the ghetto. Kept saying I wasn't at the right house, and I was. The house was at a dead end by a field. A thug came walking up. Wow. David says a cardboard cutout needs to have Charlie riding a giant squirrel. Could put a squirrel on my shoulder. I hear you. I'm fighting to keep it. Love the videos, man. Awesome stuff. That's so cool. That awesome day you had last week. Those were some crazy orders. It has been crazy. And Alan comes in with a $3 super sticker. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Can I like it? Am I allowed to like it? Come on. It's not letting me. And Bigfoot chasing him. Near my car, and thank God I was done with the customer service phone call. He came and standing near my car staring. I didn't know what he was up to. I dipped out fast as I could as I hung up. Oh, man. They've got, the one I got is from Nexar, Nexar, and it'll stay on for like up to 15 minutes after I've turned my car off. These are the makings of a TV show, The Adventures of Chip and Charlie. Oh, God. I think I realized my Uber account wouldn't let me get deliveries. I think it's glitched, broken, so I deleted it and made a new one. The map already looks different. Here's to hoping it gets better. The Uber Eats orders. Well, cheers to that. Uber can be pretty decent. I don't know necessarily about Uber Eats because I don't really do it that much. I signed up for Uber first and then got on Uber Eats. So I'm prioritized for rideshare, and I almost never see an Uber Eats order. All right, I got a feeling Norma would have just went like played boxing between the legs. I couldn't get one. It was crazy. No house across the street from where I was delivering and a field next to it. So what else could he have wanted? I was going to tell you to the panda out here doesn't have crazy eyebrows, but they take just as long, if not longer. That and Arby's here put the straw in the bag, and it was my own order. You mean a place puts the straw in the bag? Hashtag straw in the bag, by the way. Thought you did both. Yeah, when you make a new account, you can open a new one as only Uber Eats. I might have to check that out. Norma just threw the food there. Thanks, bye. Stay strapped, Norma. Puts the lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again. Camping, texted her back. An employee. I feel like I missed a comment. No. Really think we put some block on it. Even a girl told me while we were waiting for other orders at McDonald's that her friend couldn't get deliveries because she had once done riders. A girl from a resto I was getting order from. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, man. How's that going, camping? Camping's out there delivering food and getting numbers. Norma never had an issue before to have it. Thank God I did have it though. Yes, it's like a spare tire or a fire extinguisher. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Yep, I think that's the girl from a couple weeks ago. Won't be camping there for the night. I could go so far that way, it's not appropriate. Could have made a camping reference there. Only numbers I get is PIN numbers. I don't even get those. Yeah, people haven't been leaving their door codes lately. I guess I kind of get numbers at work. See? If you're not getting girls' numbers while delivering, are you doing it right? That's a good question. For me, once the deed is done, somehow I just want to move on to other things. I'm not a cuddler kind of guy. So when do I get yours? You have mine. You look me up in the system every time I'm in there. Actually, I've been going to the same vape shop for so long. They know me and they just look me up. It does benefit having the name Charlie because there's not too many of them out there. This chat is wild. Yes, it is. Camping is out there making deliveries, getting numbers, pitching tents. I said it. I was going to work that in. I don't have your number because I have respect and won't steal it. And somehow you know when my birthday is. I'm just kidding. I believe in professionalism, unless she has an expensive car. Then I might give me a sugar mama. David? I got nothing, man. I was not expecting that. Thinking about coming out that way ASAP. My patience is on thin ice with my crappy girlfriend. Any men's shelters that way to get me started on my way again? In Lincoln, it is very, very slim pickings on that front. Even the Mission has like, they're on a wait list this time of year. Limited might be an understatement. Omaha, I think, is a bit better. It's something I can look into for you, though. I've been in Lincoln a few times. Why do you always turn me down? I'm not turning anybody down. Lansing has limited sugar mama options. The delivery guy is some women's fantasy. Who are we to deny them that? That's true. Went from the mailman in the 50s to the pool boy in the 70s to your friendly neighborhood DoorDash driver in 2023. Have you been using the alcohol and cotton balls? Yes, I have. As well as a few other things. I've changed up some stuff in my diet. Now I just need to go back to the gym. Get my girlish figure back. Almost used my pepper spray Saturday night and a Sunday morning while Ubering. A guy would not get out of my car because he told me it was the wrong location when we got there. I told him this is the right location and argued with me. You can, I've kicked people out 2 blocks into a ride before. I did almost have to call the cops on one Uber ride because the dude was passed out. He was just absolutely passed out. I haven't shot anybody down. Charlie's fantasy collection is diverse. It's important. Strength training staves off the oldness. I could probably gain about 5 years if I just got rid of the gray. Thinking about what Steve Wallace does. Boondocking, stealth camping with Steve style. I'm gonna have to look that up when I'm done. I'm being talked about in the comments. In fact, some ladies just want us to deliver the package in there and leave without their husband about it. You say that, and I've actually delivered. I've made a few deliveries to the same house. It's a leave it door, so kind of awkward for that, but it's a leave it door. And next time I deliver there, I'll make a point and show it. She's got a doormat that says something about hiding all these Amazon packages so my husband doesn't find out. Well, the last time that I delivered there, I found out that her husband is a deputy sheriff in the county, so. I will be 37. That didn't taste very good to say. I will be 37 in exactly 4 weeks from today. So we'll be, I don't know what I'm doing for my live, for our live on my birthday. Steve Wallace and Joe Robinette. Well, I appreciate that, Blonde. I'm glad I'm loved. Vegas would be nice. Although I will be flying back to Lincoln on New Year's Eve. So lots and lots of voodoo. How are you supposed to hide those packages? I have no idea. Fortunately, I'm not the Amazon driver. I just deliver the food. I find it a bit ironic that Aussie calls herself and her team Big Brother at 411. Oh, we got shots fired. I'm staying out of that one. Norma, dang, I'm getting old. I don't even remember what happened when I was 37. I don't remember what happened when I was 35. Selective memory. Johnny, meet me in Vegas. My birthday is in January too. Johnny, what day is your birthday? Got the over under on the 16th. I swear, if he says the 16th, I'm. Who still carries Paul? 13th. Dang, I was so close. Mine is on the 2nd. I do remember what I did on my 36th birthday. I worked. It's on YouTube. I might just work. No, it's Tuesday. I don't want to completely lose my sanity. Capricorns, darn right, we're stubborn and opinionated, and we work our butts off. In my case, almost literally. Hendog1, how's it going? What days are slow for DoorDash in your market? Generally Tuesdays. Tuesdays are generally the slowest day. Wednesdays pick up a little bit. Lately, on basically Friday through Monday has been the busiest days. I think last week last week was just an absolutely insane week. Although I did put in almost 53 and a half hours. Yeah, so it's $200+ day on Monday, $200+ day on Thursday and Friday, almost 200 on Sunday, and 170 on Saturday. But I did start Saturday about 2 hours later than I did on the days that I made 200. So Tuesdays, I would probably have to be out there for 10, 12. It'd probably have to be about at least a 13-hour day to hit 200. Capricorns, yes, all of that. Capricorns rhymes with acorns. Yes, it does, David. We're basically nuts for how much we work. I don't suggest that anybody work as much as I do on these 50+ hour weeks, but if you need the money, it is possible. Tuesday is the slowest. I know, and I still try to go out and work on Tuesdays just to do something. And today was the first Tuesday in a very, very, very long time that I actually broke 100. I know you got kids now that are like, I gotta work 40 hours a week. Kid, I remember my first part-time job. Camping says, don't bang a chick who works at a restaurant you get orders from. Since then, each offer I get from there, it's -1 on the AR and it hurts each time. Great advice. I will stop going to Hy-Vee. I'm kidding. I just said that because I go to Hy-Vee more than pretty much any other place. Thinking about texting her back, not for her, just to go back there and get my AR up. David, what's going on, man? I remember back in the day, I worked 84 hours a week. See, the harder you work, that's like one of my favorite quotes. I think it was from Thomas Jefferson, although it's been tagged on from a lot of other people as well. The harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. You leave my Hy-Vee out of this. Campings is joking. She's awesome. Well, then you definitely better message her back. Plus, to be honest, you would miss Zach too much. I would. He is back. I haven't seen him yet, but somebody told me that they saw him, a couple of days ago, that he had just gotten back. How's the cost of living in Nebraska? Cost of living's not terrible. Yeah, it's not terrible. Granted, there's not a lot to do, but Blonde makes a great point. It depends where you're coming from. it's high here. Oh, it's definitely cheaper than Chicago. Gas, is about $3.16 a gallon right now. David, holy crap, dude. Man, thank you so much. Trying to like it. There we go. I don't work that much now. I'm 51. I slowed down a bit. Well, it sounds like you worked hard enough earlier in your life that you're able to do that now. I feel like even if I won the lottery, that would still work. I would have to. It might turn into a full-time job of helping people, because that would be cool. But yeah, I don't think I could ever not work. I would have to do something. I would just do something, not as much. So yeah, gas, $3.16 a gallon is what I'm currently paying. Trying to think what else. Taxes are definitely on the cheaper side. I'm not sure what's the average rent. $2.76 a gallon in Texas. I'm coming to Texas. I'm coming to Texas. Taxes are high here too. Oh no, I wasn't. I was curious to see what Pizza Hut was paying. I went in. If you guys haven't seen the video, I went in to pick up the Pizza Hut order, and the manager, shift supervisor, goes over, grabs a piece of paper, and hands it to me, and says that they're supposed to be handing these out to DoorDash drivers. Pizza Hut's trying to snag DoorDash drivers now, which cool. Property taxes are pretty decent. I mean, if you get out of the cost of living, if you get out of Lincoln, is actually extremely cheap. But living inside of Lincoln, as far as the state goes, living inside Lincoln, it's a bit more expensive than other parts of the state. But there's a lot of people, and I mean there's a lot of people that work in Lincoln that live 20, 30 minutes outside of town, and their property taxes are cheaper. Gas is the same, but utilities are generally cheaper. It's more of a benefit for them to live outside of town and commute every day, and they're still saving money. So now that I went off on that little tangent, back to the comments. Camping says once you have enough, you start exploring and you never know where you can end up. Be like Forrest Gump and just go for a little run. Hickman is a good place to look. Yes, it is. Get a fair share of offers going to Hickman. Charlie, I sold my soul for this house. Well, I definitely would not take it that far. So those in the Midwest, you have to compare it to the mid-grade. Oh, as far as gas goes, yes. Darlene, how's it going? Gas in northern Nevada is over $4 a gallon still. Norma, thanks for doing the live, Charlie. It's too quiet in my house right now, and I needed some company. Well, of course. You know where we're at. Every Tuesday night. None of us are. I'm assuming, since you guys are here and you follow me, that none of us are actually normal by normal standards. I feel like to do gig work, you have to be slightly off, which is not a bad thing. But in fact, I had a comment earlier. I got to share it with you guys. If I can find it here. I got the comment right before, literally right before I went on here. I can't say that word on here. KILL, me, if I had to do what you do. You're working for free and will retire with nothing. Cool. You can't spend it when you're gone anyway. But I don't know how many other jobs that I could go to, like last Monday, and make what I did in a day. What was it, 276? We'll just say divided by an 8-hour job. At an 8-hour a day, 8 hours a day, that would be $34.50 an hour. I don't know many places that I could get paid that, especially with my sarcasm. I should do a live ride along again. I will have to do that. I'll have to plan that. It's got to be a pretty good order for me to deliver to Hickman. Definitely, because that's what, depending where you're at in Lincoln, anywhere from 8 to 10 miles down, and then obviously 8 to 10 miles back. Let's see. I was normal once. Worst 5 minutes ever. Southside is brand new and can run anywhere from 1,200 to 1,600. Yeah, for rent, yeah. Camping, a very cute girl is doing DoorDash with her little boy to make extra money. I frequently see her. She's a solid woman. She grinds. That is one hardworking mama. Well, it says I paid $1,200 a month for a 900 square foot with a garage and elevator and a super nice apartment. Charlie can vouch. Yes, I can. Would I personally pay $1,200 a month? No. But I live very frugal. Darlene, I don't do gig work. I do full-time job though. I don't know if I'd like driving for a living, especially in the snow. The snow does make it challenging. I don't recommend everybody drive in the snow. You got to know your comfort level. Me, I'm slightly crazy. I basically learned to drive in the snow. First time I drove myself cross country or out to Washington and back. On the way back, I drove through a whiteout blizzard. I was the only car on the interstate, surrounded by a bunch of semis, and I could not stop. The snowplows hadn't even been out on the interstate yet. There was no stopping for me. If I stopped, I was stuck. So I just kept going. And looking back on that, I was stupid for doing that. But Calista, how's it going? Mortgage is less than 1,200. Couldn't imagine. Yeah, at some point, buying a house is so much cheaper than. Bomb City, what's going on? 3.5 hours of dashing 94.36 on a Tuesday. You are in a good market for working on Tuesdays. Your market compared to my market. Today, I was out for 5.5 hours and made $100. No, it's actually close to 6 hours. Scrabble! Scrabble's got a new profile picture. Your place is still hell. Yeah, well, I mean, I've got a garage to park in and all of that, but I do DoorDash with a Jeep. I'm gonna have to zoom in when I'm done, and it's much more accurate. Blonde says, Jeep life. Darlene, live 20 minutes from Tahoe all my life. I can drive in it, just don't enjoy it. I always like the challenge. And then also being out there, seeing everybody else that can't drive. Like, I get around just fine in my car. And just, I love just scooting along when it's snowing and watching all the SUVs in the ditch, in people's yards, because they think that just because they have an SUV, they know how to drive in the snow. VMath, how's it going? Same with that 6 hour. I'm rocking a Buick Verano. It's clumsy in the snow. Goes from 0 to 60 eventually. Scrabble. It's new and much more accurate. Hey, I used my driver's license picture from, 4 or 5 years ago. They allowed me to use the same one again. I have a lot less gray hair in that picture. Got quite a few people in here. Holy crap. Taking an Uber when the roads are icy is kind of terrifying. For the most part, people that are out there doing Uber and Lyft when it's snowing, they're generally good drivers. They made me retake mine. They told me you have to retake it every time you go in. Not when you have a Nebraska driver's license. If you live in Nebraska and you go to get your driver's license renewed, you can get it renewed by mail and be allowed to use your previous picture. But once you do that, the next time you renew your license, you have to go in and get an updated picture. Remember driving back from Novi from Lansing. Let's see. Not that last dude, I thought I was gonna die. That would freak me out. I have bad stigmatism too, so even worse. You live in Nebraska all your life or live in another state? I was actually born and raised in Washington State and moved to Nebraska when I was 16. Scrabble says, yeah, with the holiday, this is the season I spend more time with my homeless kids at the shelters. You got such a kind heart, Scrabble. Bomb City, drive a Honda Accord, can drive in the snow as long as it's not too deep. I can drive my Ram 2500, but don't want to pay diesel pricing. Oh, yeah, for sure. Although I got to imagine if the snow's bad enough that you're driving your Ram, would think that DoorDash would be throwing some peak payout. Dan says, I don't like driving when it's dark, but I gotta get that dinner crowd. They got those yellow UV looking glasses for like night driving. I've tried them. They work pretty decent. Darlene, I haven't had a new picture in forever in Nevada. I lost 80 pounds, so I don't look like my picture anymore. Well, congratulations on that. Yes, I am originally I am a Washingtonian. In Nebraska, they call me a transplant. Camping? You speak French? We have about a foot yesterday. A foot of snow? Good lord. I don't know. I don't know much French. In fact, I don't think I know any French. Parlez-vous français? I've heard that in a movie. That's about all I know. What took you to Nebraska? My parents. My parents moved my family out here just over 20 years ago. Matthew says he's done for the night. Made 79, getting some Taco Bell. I could actually go for some Taco Bell. Got one right down the street from me. French fries, French toast, that's my French. Taco Bell, the only place you can still get gas for under $2. I need those glasses. I can't see after dusk. Oh yeah, those night driving glasses are pretty decent. Well, what made them move to Nebraska? Darlene, if I ever get the answer to that, I will let you know. It was I guess time to move, change of scenery. Here's the thing though, and I remember when they were talking about moving out of Washington State. There are 3 places in mind: Idaho, which is right next door to Washington; Montana, again very close to Washington; or Nebraska. Well, in my mind, because I'm almost 16 at that time, I'm like, you know what, Idaho or Montana would be perfect, because I'm gonna be able to drive, and in a couple of years, I'm gonna be able to go to college, and I can drive back and forth and see my friends that I grew up with. Yeah, we know how that ended. If I knew they were going to do that, if I knew they were going to pick Like how the military picks, like when you get done in basic, they give you 3 choices. The place that you really want to go to, you always put as number 3, never as number 1. Nebraska was number 3 for me. I should have put it as number 1. But no, I've made friends here, and I've yeah, there's a lot of things that, you know, you look back and you're like, okay, that, you know, why did that happen? But I have an absolutely awesome nephew, and I know that I wouldn't have him as a nephew if we hadn't moved out here. So him alone has made it worth it. Not even my kid, but yeah, just having him as my nephew has made it worth it. And I'm falling behind on comments again. Because Nebraska is a magical place. Is it though? Or is that the shrooms talking? I will say it really is the good life for sure, but the people actually from Nebraska, like 90% of them aren't that smart, but 99% of them are the nicest people. They are. Norma, I was in the Army. When your favorite is number 1, they put you at Travis Air Force Base instead. Is that P.O. box real? Are you looking at it? Yes, the P.O. box that's in my P.O. box that's in the description. Yes, it's real. I check it a couple times a week. I'll send you some maple syrup from Quebec, the real stuff. Oh. I will take some maple syrup. I will take some actual maple syrup. Heck yes. Hen dog, come move here to Chicago. Man, I don't know if I could fit in Chicago. My house would be very well protected, though. I feel like it would have to be. Yes. Oh, man. Actual maple syrup. Not the stuff they call maple syrup here that's got like 15 different ingredients. What made me quit? I actually have man, we're getting all personal tonight. I've actually got a slip vertebrae in my back, in my lower back. And I was born with it. I found out about it in middle school playing football. So when I went into the military, I had to get medical waivers to even get in. And then I actually got hurt in training. And so they booted me. You'd be safer in Chicago than Detroit. It's get to know Charlie night. Apparently, yes, it is. When exactly am I getting the banana bread recipe? I have it written down, and since you told me you're working tomorrow night, I will stop by and give it to you. I feel like Charlie might be too sarcastic for Chicago. I feel like my sarcasm in certain parts of Chicago might actually be the end of me. A man's got to know his limitations, and I know that my sarcasm has none. Oh, you're going to give it to me, huh? We're talking banana bread recipe, yes? See, I was going to say that too, but wanted to be nice about it. You guys know me by now. I don't have a filter. I really try to. I really, really, really try to. But I still give myself like a B minus for effort. You asked about banana bread recipe. I will give you the banana bread recipe, yes. I have a filter, but I brew coffee through. See, I have a Keurig, so I don't even have a filter for that. And I'm actually, my filter is dirty and there's no replacements. I have the ability to know when I'm talking to somebody just how far I can push my sarcasm. So if you guys see in videos that I'm being sarcastic with somebody, just trust me on I know how far I can push it. I'm not being rude with them intentionally. It's like I was actually talking to somebody about this the other day. It's like, you know, if you're around a super nice person for a very, very long time, we're talking sometimes like 5 minutes, just they're so nice and so polite. It's like I get they're nice, they're polite. I can't be around them that long. You get two of them together, they can't stand each other, and it's the same way when you get two. Where are we at in this stream? We're getting close to the end. Kids should be in bed. When you get two a-holes together, they can't stand each other because they're the same way. Complete opposite when you get two sarcastic people in the same room. They just feed off of each other. It just does not stop. That's why it's fun to be me. My entire job in life is to make you uncomfortable. I'm not even sorry about it. It takes a lot for me to be uncomfortable. Sarcasm is brewing. I got a fresh pot brewing right now. They're discontinued, says Matthew. It's Nebraska. Most of them don't even understand. Kevin, I appreciate that so much. I will be keeping my eye out for that. And who knows? We might end up doing a live stream where I make waffles. That's why we're besties. They are. I don't even understand how it happens. So nice in Nebraska, but so. Yeah. There's always an a-hole and his neighbors are nuts, if you get that joke. Oh, yeah. Maple syrup, hot sauce from... Oh, I love hot sauce. I won't do the maple syrup and hot sauce at the same time, though. Bottles, he's a YouTuber, and I'll add more stuff tomorrow. Oh, man, I can't wait. I am looking forward to some real maple syrup and some hot sauce. I like being able to eat and not fill my face. I feel for Zach. My mom passed away 8 years. Yeah, Zach, Zach's a special guy. He's always making everybody smile. It's Selena Spooky Boo. Let's say, try to say that 3 times fast. All right, chat just went from a Prius goes from 0 to 60 eventually, and chat went from 60 to 0 like it saw a cop. So, David's off to bed. Have a good night. Have a good day at work tomorrow. I like waffles. I hate pancakes. Almost went there. Almost Larry the Cable Guy with waffles. Not a fan. Night, baby Wolverine. And we have some parting shots from David. Gotta go flip my dumplings. That if I didn't know that you were cooking, that did not sound great. This is what I'm talking about. I'm sarcastic. You guys are sarcastic, and it's just getting rowdy in here. Bomb City, have a good night. Got to get my videos uploaded for tomorrow. I know, I got to add like 3 screenshots to mine and get mine uploaded. I hear we're flipping dumplings. Darlene, have a great night. Yeah, it's getting, yeah, it's 9:30. We still have our hatred for Ohio. That is true. Buckeyes, Huckabee. That Michigan State, Ohio, like, love triangle is anything but love. Just followed you, Bomb City, says Marco. 7:30 here, but I get up at 4:45. I remember I used to stay up till 4:45. Sometimes, the only time I've ever really seen the sunrise is if I'm still awake. Yeah, I haven't been awake for the sunrise in a while. Yeah. That's why we send them back down the toilet they came from. But Ohio still has the Browns. Probably not a good idiom for the toilet comment. Back in the day, I remember drinking until about an hour before I had to go to work. Matthew, that is how vodka Red Bulls and Jaeger bombs were invented. You went from drinking to drinking Red Bull, and at some point, they're like, screw it. We're just going to combine them both. It's sad that we're now at our age in life where we're actually going. Back in the day, I remember drinking at work for the most part. Remember it at least. Blonde, have a good night. Yeah, there's no drinking. There's definitely no drinking on the job for us. That's frowned upon. Definitely would not recommend it. Camping, have a good night. Or if you're talking to Blonde, I'm not sure. I think it's frowned upon at any job. Well, and liquor stores should not be open at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's frowned upon. Scrabble. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were complaining about how much they were complaining about their job, and I'm like, my boss is an a-hole. He makes me work a lot. And they're like, oh, well, where do you work? I'm like, I work for myself. And they didn't get it. I can joke about that though, because I am my own boss. I am my own HR. Faith, yes, your boss is pretty cool. Scrabble with a Sasquatch look. Now I have friends that I will say that my boss is an a-hole, and they'll just start laughing because they know the joke that that I'm my own boss. You know your sticker is still on her laptop, right? It's lasted a while, I gotta say. The fact that my face is a sticker on somebody's laptop. Sunday though, was it Sunday? Or was it yesterday? When was the last time I took a day off? Oh my god, I'm sounding like somebody else. Was it last night? It was last night. You guys will see in the video tomorrow. One of my managers and I used to have a drinking contest while we were checking out people at Family Dollar. One day we got so tore up. I feel like I've been in the Family Dollars here, and I feel like you would have to drink to get through the day. If you don't remember, then you're due for a day off. Every day is just a day that ends with Y, with the exception of tomorrow, until tomorrow's today, and then it's still a Y. And I can't take a day off. I'm taking a week off for Christmas. So I got to make that extra money. Or get a pedicure. I'm glad I do gig work full time. I've been working in a grocery store for a long time and ain't having a boss. I couldn't agree more, Hand Dog. I do not like having a boss. I don't like somebody telling me what my time is worth. When I need to show up to work, when I can take a break, when I can go home. I would rather work 80 hours a week for myself than 40 hours a week for somebody else. That's just how I am. My manager said I won and wondered how she was going to drive home. Scrabble says that explains so much about Family Dollar. Approach this patiently, but I challenge you to pick up an order somewhere and say to the girl you think is cute, and what are you doing after? Are you up for it on camera and take us so long? Oh, we're trying to set this up now. Okay, I see how it is. Customers cause us to drink. At Family Dollar, I would imagine so. Yes, I would imagine so. I've been in a Family Dollar about maybe a handful of times, and yes. I definitely do. There's no judgment, Norma. That's like me and Aldi. I am starting to get more comfortable shopping at Aldi, though. Slightly. Like when I'm out, I've said it in many videos, when I'm out at Hy-Vee, if I can't find something where I think it should be, it's in the health market. With Aldi, I know Scrabble. Me and Aldi. It's a love-hate thing. When it comes to me and Aldi, though, if it's not where I think it should be, it's somewhere. Like a lot of stores. This is my issue because I've been in there. I've been in Aldi like 3 times in the last 2 days. My issue is you go to most stores. You got the bread, you got the cookies, you got the crackers, all in the same aisle. You got the chips and your granola bars and all of that in another aisle. Nope. Crackers are over here. Cookies are over here. Bread is somewhere in between. It just doesn't make sense. That's my issue with Aldi. There's got to be some kind of logic when it comes to putting stuff where. I'll get off my Aldi rant now. Sorry, Scrabble. Mary, stay safe and stay warm. 32 out? I don't even know what it is here. It did get up to 50 here today, which was pretty unusual for December. It's currently 29 degrees. It's going to be 58 on Thursday. $58 and sunny on Thursday. Scrabble, I'm glad I can make you laugh. Norma, edibles and alcohol was, she was a fun chick. That's all I miss about Family Dollar. I go to Walmart and it makes me want to drink. They've just built an Aldi by my house not even a month ago. Oh, I had an Aldi tonight. What was it? Oh, Super easy. I didn't even need a basket. 2 12-packs of ramen noodles, 1 can of Campbell's chunky soup, and 2 boxes of saltine crackers. Walmart has a different breed of people. It depends on which Walmart and which part of town. Like, you can still go to a Walmart in Lincoln and not have somebody check your receipt. The North 27th Walmart, that's like a third world country. That is a crazy place. Imagine a bad shop. Camping. Oh man, I like that. Prices like in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I could go for some gas prices from the 50s. That would be cool. My mom worked at Walmart for 16 years. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she did it either. I got a friend of mine. Her mom works at Walmart. I worked at Walmart for a while, and obviously I made smarter decisions later in life. Now, at that time in, I don't even remember when I worked at Walmart. 2008? No. 2006? Sometime. It was like 2006. Pretty sure I had a BlackBerry at that time. Maybe. Camping, you are not an idiot. He says, isn't it just a strip club, though? If you've been in some Walmarts, though, that's a place that I would almost pay people to put more clothes on. Did a customer or stripper? It was the dancer that ordered Mexican food to work. BlackBerry or Nokia makes you a real one. Fist bump. Yes, I had a BlackBerry. I had a couple BlackBerries, actually. I had a Nokia as well. But yes, Norma, that was a dancer that ordered Mexican food at work. And that just really made me question ever wanting to go into one of those places again. Like, I don't eat Mexican food while I'm working for a reason. I don't know why you would want to at a gentleman's club. DoorDash should not only ask for a tip, but add more options like, do you want the delivery guy to work on the house while you play video games and stuff? Do you want them to wash your dog? Do you want them to wash your car? Do your laundry? Fix you dinner? read you a bedtime story. That's the whole idea right there. This absolute insane mind of somebody with ADHD. That's a whole nother app. I request somebody. We'll call it Sleeper. The Sleeper app. You can order somebody to come over to your house and read you a bedtime story. I don't know how the heck they'd get out of your house, but one way to keep guys from asking for a lap dance is Mexican for lunch. That's what I'm saying. It's like, no. I get, it, because they got like bartenders and security. It's like, because they've got professional cuddlers. Why not just a professional, you just order somebody to come in and sit down next to your bed and read you a bedtime story. I mean, let's think about this logically, guys. People thought with Uber and Lyft that it was absolutely crazy that you get into a stranger's car and pay them to drive you anywhere. Every single one of us at this point that is probably 20, I'm just going to say, we'll say 30. Anybody that's 30 years of age or older has already, we grew up being told not to get into a car with strangers. Now we're the strangers that are giving people rides. I'm telling you, an app where you have somebody come over and read you a bedtime story, that could be a thing. Faith, have a good night. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. Order some DoorDash, we'll take over. Some of them guys are sleeping on the couch when the girl is doing work from home and order food. For sure that dude not going to build a garage. I was watching the employees pick up the reshops complaining, this isn't mine, who sorted this. I was like, oh crap. Got a free kitten from a customer door dashing. You got a free kitten? I go for a free puppy. I could definitely go for a free puppy. So, okay, I'm caught up now, I think. Hopefully what? Who? What? Deanna, how are you doing? Hopefully who sleeps that way? Some of them guys. Oh, are you talking about Camping's comment? You should remove Myers from the background and put some Christmas lights. I need to get a Christmas hat. I need to get a Santa hat for him. I do need to get a small little Christmas tree, I guess. I got a Yorkie, but I do health exams in the morning, and that's how I got 5 years. Santa hat and some Viper sunglasses. I will work on that. I DoorDash with a Santa hat and Vipers. I still got to get out and do a ride along, a Christmas shopping video with in Michael Myers with a Santa hat. Get more 5-star reviews. That's definitely a way to get more 5-star reviews. How's everybody been? I've been doing all right. How are you doing, Deanna? Terry says I was short a few words in my last comment, but you understood. Yes. I'm good at reading. I'm good at filling in blanks. Okay. I was Cindy Lou when I delivered mail on Christmas Eve. Kids loved it. All well here. Yeah, we'll do something crazy for a Christmas video. The one you're reading the bedtime story to, if they're hot. Well, even if it's a bad story, then there might be a happy ending. We, the entire subscribers community of your channel, united as one. Some are not present, but they highly most likely will want to agree to suggest you talk to more girls and do more crazy Christmas stuff. I will put it to a vote. I will put it to a poll. What do you call it when you Dutch oven yourself? French toast. Eyes open wide. How's it going? Just popped in and missed the beginning of your live. No worries about that. Don't know if you talked about the news of New York Dasher being paid 29 something on active time. What are your thoughts? Boldly, I guess my name is Brash for a reason. Bold on that, DoorDash did that to themselves. That's my opinion. They ultimately did that to themselves because of certain practices and continuing to lower base pay, and that's just how I feel. When a business tends to operate the right way, morally, ethically, however you want to look at it, they don't have a lot of government intervention. And I do not get political on here because I as far as taking sides, but they kind of opened the door for it to happen, and now they're not liking it happening. So, Matthew, have a good night, man. Get a hold of me this week, or I'll get a hold of you, or either or. Nice, can't wait to see Michael Myers in a Santa hat. That's what she said. Yeah, as far as New York paying Dashers, or DoorDash currently having to pay Dashers or coming up to pay Dashers, do you think it will go naturally? At this point, let me see if I can find the article. Dasher. new torque. I don't want to hear from... Let's see. Bear with me, guys. I know we only got a few minutes left. An Uber spokesperson told the Post, this is from the New York Post article from 4 days ago, that decision eliminates jobs, discourages tipping, and forces couriers to go faster and accept more trips. Here's the only issue. Most of us go as quick as we can to get as many trips in as we can to make as much money as we can off of the current pay structure. As far as it eliminating jobs, it's probably going to eliminate jobs from Uber, from DoorDash, from these companies that are paying people to do something that they probably could just have a computer program for. Do I agree with that? No. But have they eliminated a lot of jobs already and put programs in place? Yes. As far as discouraging tipping, all that's saying to me is they're worried that them having to pay instead of the customer tipping is going to hurt them. Well, yeah, if you would have just put set a base pay that was actually fair and left it at that, because at the same time inflation's been going up, the base pay has been going down. So I could get extremely opinionated about it, and I would probably have a migraine or a mild heart attack or both. But Scrabble says it's their own fault, people who don't know anything about gig work are making laws about gig work. I completely agree. And it's... when Uber and Lyft came, this is because I've been doing it since 2016, when Uber and Lyft initially came to Nebraska, they were allowed to operate in the state of Nebraska. The state of Nebraska had no issues on it. They had one issue, though, when it came to Uber and when it came to Lyft, and that was that in order, in the agreement, there was a no compete clause. So if you did Uber, you couldn't do Lyft. And if you did Lyft, you couldn't do Uber. That was how the companies initially had it set up. And Nebraska legislature went in and told them, if you want to operate in the state of Nebraska, that no compete clause needs to go away. You can't tell people that are independent contractors that they can't work another app. You either allow them to work multiple apps or nothing. So as far as like any kind of government intervention on that I saw as an actual good thing. But if you press shift when you type WDV, it popped the full screen. Lots of court to come. God bless anybody named Court. They're trying to make us take nothing but crap. I'll still cherry pick even if the day isn't eventful. And the thing is, this is currently predominantly happening in states and or cities that already have an extremely high cost of living. New York, California, Seattle. Like if you go to Washington State and you can go to different parts of the state and do DoorDash or do Uber, and then you go to Seattle and do DoorDash or Uber, the pay structure is completely different. So camping, I'm gonna have to give that a try. Scrabble, yep, they tried the same in Maryland and then went down hard. Yeah, it's like, guys, I'm self-employed. I'm all about capitalism and, working. We're independent. Let's make our money. There are some states that are, I don't even know how to say it politely. You get what's going on in New York with New York and the gig apps, and it's just a cluster puck. I said puck, like hockey. Can't wait to dash in Seattle next year. Just Scrabble, one thing about Seattle, especially if you're in the downtown area, and I know from experience from being there, if you drive a stick shift, just avoid downtown. Go out to like the Bellevue area. Bellevue, Renton, that's where the money's at. No, I'll be in a rental. Well, downtown Seattle, especially as you get close to the waterfront, it's almost like a roller coaster going up and down the streets because you are looking down. It's crazy. Camping, I will give that a try, man. All right, guys, it is after 10. I just realized that. I've been on a couple rants tonight, and you've all put up with me. So give yourselves a round of applause or have a shot. So, sounds like New Hampshire. I can't wait to get to New Hampshire. I can't wait to get east, actually. But I am going to get off here because we've been on for 2 hours now. So we'll be back next Tuesday for the live, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, same bat time, same bat channel. And camping, yeah, there's no 401k, but that's why I do the dollar challenge. Scrabble, always good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Norma, good to see you again. I know I hadn't seen you in a bit. Liberty Marie Bell, have a great night. Always good to see you guys. Leave it after getting the best of it. Camping, appreciate it. I'm looking forward to that maple syrup. I will get those Christmas lights up. So yeah, we'll see you in the video tomorrow, and we'll see you live next week. You guys all have a great week. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. But if you do, name it after me, please.